and then it hit me. I was like, oh my god.
I forgot to put deodorant on that morning, so it makes it like 10 times worse.
Hey guys, welcome back to S'more Stories.
S'mores
Stories.
S'mores.
Where we tell funny
Skorys
stories
s'mores.
around the campfire while eating s'mores. Today's topic is most embarrassing moments, and I'm gonna kick it off with something that happened last week. And
what?
I was at Target.
Wait, sorry, look, I'm roasting this with my toes.
Last week,
That's your most embarrassing?
well, it was a couple weeks ago.
Okay, got it.
It was kind of embarrassing. I don't really have that many embarrassing moments.
Yeah,
But,
perfect. Okay.
so I was at Target, and I went to go grab like a basket, and then I noticed that on the bottom of the basket there was like a Frozen coloring book, and I was like, oh, I'll have to put that on the shelf once I'm, shopping. And of course, I completely forgot about it. So
Like a Frozen,
Like
I thought you meant like an actual.
no,
Like it was in the freezer.
like a little girl's Frozen coloring book.
Like, let it go.
Right.
Okay.
And so as I was checking out, the guy was like going through all of my things, and he's like, okay, your total is blah blah blah. And then I noticed like the Frozen thing in the bag, and like I was like, I almost like didn't say anything, but I was like, this isn't mine. And he was like, what? And I was like, I didn't buy this. And he was like, oh, do you want to return it? And I was like, yeah. So I ended up returning this like $1 coloring book from Frozen. It was really embarrassing.
Alright, pull your turn.
Okay, so a lot of people don't know this about me, but I sweat profusely from my armpits mostly. So I was like probably 12, and then I was going to this like the first ever meeting at our theater to be like a tech kid, and then I forgot to put deodorant on that morning, so it makes it like 10 times worse. And then like when I get there, like the theater was like really, really hot. And I was like sitting there and then, okay, so go to your crew head. And I made my way over to the sound booth, and I was like, and so I walk up like this. I was like, hi. We were just like talking. We're like, yeah, okay, good. I'm excited. And then like my hands are in my armpits the whole time. And
Didn't you put peppermint oil on?
oh yeah.
Oh,
And then I
started
remember I had peppermint oil on my backpack.
why did you have peppermint oil in your backpack?
It was my dad's backpack. And then so I like had an idea. So I went to the bathroom and I put a bunch of pieces of toilet paper and then I rubbed it on my arms. And then it started burning.
Like, if you don't know,
like
peppermint oil is like just pure peppermint extract.
And it's
Super
so
strong.
potent.
Yeah, it's
really
so
strong.
spicy.
Like one drop would fill the entire room with the smell of peppermint.
Yeah, and
So
then I
it was
smelled like
burnt so
crazy
bad.
peppermint. And then it was,
It's not
I
even,
really like Christmas.
an attractive like smell in general. Like it's just like peppermint.
it's kind of overwhelming. And then it stung. That smells, it really hurt.
My turn.
Okay.
So, when I was like 6 or something, I was going to see Santa at the mall. And then my mom had this really long, like, for
Oh no.
these are gluten-free marshmallows, are expensive. Okay, so anyways, my mom had this really long coat with fur on it, fake fur. And then, so I was like, okay, Mom, I want to go through the revolving doors. And she's like, okay, go ahead, I'll meet you, like, over there. And then, so I walk through the revolving doors, and I just see a lady with a long coat and fur, and I'm thinking it's my mom. And then I go, and then, like, grab her hand, and I start, like, swinging, and I'm like, Santa, here we come. And then the lady was like, I'm sorry.
The lady man.
And then she was like, I'm sorry, sweetie, I'm not your mom. And then I was like in shock, and then I was also like scared and then like embarrassed that I just grabbed this lady's hand. And then my mom just came running over her. She's like, oh my god, sweetie.
You do that all the time when you
I
go to.
was gonna say, like, I feel like that's such a common little kid thing.
We used to lose Eden all the time.
What's yours?
Alright, my most embarrassing moment was I babysat for 2 people who had the same name.
Again!
Let's land it on
Yeah,
me.
I'm marshmallow. I can pick it up. 5. No. A graham cracker. 4. 3. 2.
5-second rule.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, go.
Alright,
Oh, the
so
stick's still in it.
I babysat for 2 people, and let's call them, their both names are Michelle.
Lisa. Or
Michelle. So Michelle 1 emailed me asking me to babysit, and I was like, oh, awesome, sure. But I thought she was Michelle 2, and then so Michelle 1 lives far away, but Michelle 2 lives right down the street from me, and so I was like, oh yeah, Michelle 1, I can babysit for you. And she's like, do you want me to pick you up? And I was like, that's really weird. You live right down the street from me.
All I can think of right now is Full House. With
That's
like
what I
Michelle
was
1 and 2.
thinking.
Go, continue.
All right, so I show up at Michelle 2's house. And then it hit me. I was like, oh my God. Michelle 1 was the one I was supposed to be babysitting for. But they knew each other, so she called her and then was like, are you supposed to be having a babysitter tonight? Ha! And they had to pick me up, and I was so embarrassed. I've never been more embarrassed in my whole life.
If you guys have an embarrassing moment yourselves, we want to hear it because it helps make our embarrassing moments feel not as embarrassing.
Yeah.
And same with you guys, you know, it's good to get it out. So leave that down below in the comments, and we'll see you next time with a brand new video.
Bye.
Bye.